Alright guys, welcome back. Well, I just wanted to show you guys a few things I've done. I went ahead and glued in the landing lights. The real one actually has 4, two here and 2 here, but I only have 2, so it's not a big deal. And most of the time you only see them with one turned on. You never hardly ever see them with both. So what I may do is just make like a little dummy one to stick here, just for looks, but I don't know, we'll see. Probably won't, but anyways, that's how it goes. Of course, this attaches up here. So alright, and then I also, like I said, I was going to take the fin illumination lights, and instead of putting them on to illuminate the fin, I'm going to do like the older version. The older version F-16s actually had the landing lights on the mains instead of having this up here. But I decided to take and put the fin illumination lights on the mains. Not really scale for this version, but I figured if it works like I expect it will, I'll get a little bit of viz on final when it's kind of hard to see off in the distance. These lights are pretty bright, so hopefully I'll be able to show up. It'll kind of serve a purpose. Plus I just think it looks cool. So, but anyways, this is the light. When you take this, it actually has a little plastic cover. Slides right in. Bam, lights in there. And the good thing about it, these are already angled. So what I'm going to do is turn the angle where it kind of, instead of going straight ahead, the light will kind of angle down a little bit. So when you're coming in at that nice angle of attack, the lights will pretty much be level with the horizon instead of pointing up, vice versa. But I took the plastic sleeve off, used some Hysol, glued them both in. Nothing gets in the way. These will just slide, like I said, these will slide right in. I'll put a little piece of, little dab of glue in there to hold them in. And then I'll just run the wires down the back of this and then along this beam where I have these servo, or the down and locked electric actuators, what do you want to call them, gear drives or whatever they call them, something. But I'll just run it along there. And other than that, that's about it. It's kind of hard to see with it being upside down, but there's the lead for the top anti-collision light. Basically, drilled a little hole right here's where you got the 2 carbon rods. I just kind of made this side just a little bit bigger, and then I had to cut a groove in the top here. I didn't cut all the way through, just a little bit of groove so that it's flush with the wires laying in there. And then of course when I need to remove it, it'll just plug right in here. And then if you look, rudder with the light on it, I got my lead ran from there down to here, and there's a little bit of a little hole there. You can actually push the excess wire in, and that's where it'll plug in, so I can still take my rudder on and off. Let's see. And here's the little aft one. It's all glued in and everything. Afterburner rings installed. I got a little mount here that goes on when the pipe's in there, so everything's ready to go. Just got to route all the wires and in through the fuselage, and then put the control boxes in. Let's see here. Here's the control box for the lighting kit. I made my own little box to put the electronics in. It's a little bit lighter, so that's just quite a bit lighter than the extra place. The plastic one. Little fans here to keep them cool. There's this one, and here's the afterburner controller. A little bit smaller than the other one. It's kind of hard to see there, but that's it. And I'm going to run both of them off a Alpha 123 battery, or maybe a life battery. So other than that, that's about it. Hopefully the weather looks good this weekend. I'm gonna still got to take some clean up this. I'm gonna take some gray paint that matches, of course, wherever I'm using. Just kind of go around there to get rid of that old painted on green and red on the other side, and that'll be gray, and you'll just see the nice lens. We'll make it look nice and clean. But and here's the other one. You can kind of see the painted on red there, so that'll all be gray, and you'll just kind of see the lens. And then once I get the wingtip rails, I'll mount the wingtip lights, and that'll be it. But if you guys enjoy it, and if anybody wants a close-up of this down and lock stuff, I've had a lot of people ask me about that. All they simply do is mount a little threaded piece here. It bolts into the same place the air cylinder does, and of course you got the threads, the threaded rod, which is hard to see, that kind of goes back that way. And the nose one, same thing. It's a little bit harder to see. You can't even see it, but it's actually, they're a lot skinnier than the air cylinders. But so far they work great. I'm thoroughly impressed with them. Plus it has a built-in gear door sequencer, so that saves me from having to get one of those. And that's it. You guys have a good one. I'll try to get a video of the flight this weekend with the new turbine in it and all the lights for you guys. Till then, take it easy.